So, in today's hot topic, we'll be switching it up a little bit. This is not per se so much about celebrities, but real world things that are going on that a lot of people have been bringing up to my attention. Recently done a life coach activity for someone that was dealing with a very particular kind of baby mother. And I felt like this was a topic that actually we should be talking about more. So every now and again, if I see something that is repetitive, like a topic that a lot of you guys ask about, we'll actually do a YouTube video just so it could reach a little bit more people and maybe help some other people out there. But basically the situation is this, okay? The baby mother is kind of a nasty person, and she has approached the stepmom on multiple occasions of, you don't speak to me, you're not respectful, you need to be bowing down to me because I am the child's mother. You're not the real mom, you'll never be the real mom. There needs to be respect, blase, blase, blase. Okay. Now, when this situation was first brought up to my attention, I had a lot of opinions on this. I kept majority of them to myself, but I think that the reality of in today's day and age, a lot of people have kids, a lot of people haven't stayed together, and blended families is a real thing. Now, the stepmother in question here who has come to me does not have children of her own. So she really, really wanted advice and wanted to know, is she in the wrong? Is the baby mother in the wrong? Where do we go from here? Now, I had to think of the right way to say this, but the first thing I said to her is this: you don't owe respect where none has been given. Okay. The baby mother, for one, should not be demanding respect to someone and is also very rude, manipulative, or, having some sort of twisted hierarchy going on here. Okay. You can't demand respect from someone and give nastiness to them, and try and be controlling towards them. If they want you to speak to them and bow down, this sounds very power trippy. This sounds like someone very much in their ego, because you can be very cordial to someone without, quote unquote, kissing the ring. Okay. You can keep it classy, never submissive. Respect, cool, let's build on it. Shade, you get those shade at me, you're gonna be nasty towards me, you're gonna get distance and shade. But more than anything, and this is what a lot of people have to think about, if your significant other cares about you, they are not going to let that slide. My question is not this woman versus woman crime. My question is, what is the baby father doing for you to feel like you're in a safe space when it comes to coming in on their baggage? And a lot of people, specifically her, she was like, I don't want him involved in it. I don't want him to say anything. I want to be the one to handle it. Listen, baby, his circus, his monkey. If his child's, mother is coming at you sideways, it is on him to set the tone and protect your peace, not sit back while you're disrespected. If he's silent, he's complicit. Okay. You shouldn't have to fight battles that aren't yours just to prove that you're unbothered or that you don't want his help. If he doesn't step in, that says more about his leadership and boundaries than anything you do or don't say. Okay. The baby father in this scenario needs to make it very clear that that is no way to speak to you. Okay, now I told her what the both of them should do is some sort of couples counseling in some way, shape, or form. She told me that she offered to he offered to basically speak his mind and tell her about herself, and that she basically told him not to say anything. You got to really dig down and think why. Why do I not want my baby father to say anything, and figure out where that's really stemming from? Because in a situation like this, it's not going to go away without him saying something. And a lot of things that people don't like to talk about, and I'm going to try not to get too deep here. Usually I get really, really deep on the personal one-on-ones. But the thing is here is, as you're coming in as a step parent, it is a very, very difficult task to do. Okay. I know a lot of people that they have been step parents, and they tell me, like, I was a step parent for this child since they were, 2 years old. They were coming over every other weekend, and they don't even speak to me. They graduated high school. They, talk to their mom, they talk to their dad. but they don't ever really like thank you for stepping up. The thing about it is the kids never see you as their parent. It is very rare. There's a lot of situations where the kids never truly see you as the parent. So if you discipline them, they're not thinking of it like a parent is disciplining me. They're thinking of it like my dad's boyfriend, or my dad's girlfriend, or my mom's girlfriend, or my mom's boyfriend, whatever situation you have going on. They're thinking that this person that is not my biological parent is trying to come in and punish me, and now I have it out for them. And the thing is if it's already hard to come in and be a step parent, and then you're also fighting with their mom. As someone that comes from a blended family myself, I have always been very close to my mother. I've always had a very loving relationship with her. She has never been a nasty person towards my father and his spouse. But if my mother, and this is just speaking from someone who, let's say I am 15, someone who doesn't have the Christian mindset that I have today and doesn't think rationally like I do today. Had my mom been nasty to someone and the girl didn't want to speak to my mom, I'm going to have my mother's back regardless. So, should the baby mom be nasty to the mom? Absolutely not. You let the father handle that as you guys and your relationship try and navigate what it means and what it is to be a blended family. And to go from a Christian perspective, the baby mother, although sounds very nasty, is being attacked by the enemy to be in her bitterness state if she's being nasty towards you. Or if you've been nasty towards her, I don't know the full backstory. I am being told that the, stepmother coming in has always been cordial, and it's always been her bitter because the father left. So I don't know the full story. But if we think about from how it is in the Bible, the war is never with humans. The war is spiritual. When someone's being nasty towards you, that's not them. That is the spirits around them that they are being attacked from, to be coming at you nasty. And I hope that she has her, come to Jesus moment where she can find peace in her life and in her relationship. A lot of people don't like when I go spiritual on them. This is just what it is. Like I said, for YouTube purposes, I really typically don't ever go that deep. You guys know my videos range anywhere from like 7 to 10 minutes, where I kind of make my point and dip out because I am typically very fully booked with my coaching. But I know that a lot of you guys do have, drama that has to do with, co-parenting. But a lot of times you really shouldn't involve the father. But I am interested. Let's have an open discussion about it. Let's all talk about it. As you guys know, I do my life coaching. Links in the bio as always. I'd love to hear things that have worked for you, things that haven't worked for you, and things like such. If you are someone that is going through something similar, feel free to reach out. We're always here to help. And last but not least, listen, co-parenting is never easy, but respect should never be negotiable, especially when it comes to protecting the peace around your child. That's it for today. I'll talk to you guys soon.